Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do the solo activity, a content analysis of any medium of your choice. And so you'll notice that I've updated some of the directions in addition to the directions on the sheet. And so one of the first places I'm going to go to is the Internet Movie Database. This is a great place to find images of television shows and movies, obviously, since it's the Internet Movie Database. But I'm going to look at the Emmy-nominated television series Schitt's Creek. Fun little comedy, 8.4 stars. So if you haven't seen it, it might have some inappropriate parts. Uh, but it is TV 14. Lots of humor right now. And the thing to look for is this more, because one of the great things is that they have a photo gallery. And so I don't have to, look through the internet trying to find images of these characters. Now, some of them work better than others, but let's say that I want to download. Here's Mr. Rose talking to some of the friends that he's made. Looks like they're at a bar. Might not be school appropriate necessarily, but here's what you can do. Like normally I would try to drag this, but I have to take control my computer and save the images to downloads. And now my downloads folder is over here, and now I'm going to drag it to the desktop. And so you'll see that it's not a high definition image by any means, but it's nice that way. Okay, here's a shot of the whole family. So remember, control. I'm taking control of my computer. I'm holding that down, clicking on my and saving the image to downloads. So that would be the process if you were using the Internet Movie Database. Okay, let's go back. Let's say that instead you want to check out a magazine from the Ames Public Library. Awesome place. It's too bad that it's closed right now, but they put lots of online features online. Put lots of online features online. They've added, you can get your library card online now and start using that. But I want to go to stream and download, audiobooks, movies, and RB Digital. Check out e-magazines. Okay, so I can scroll through, look at these, Mother Joan, Oprah Magazine, and I'm wanting to see what kind of people they have in them. So I think I'm going to see if people is available for checkout. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm going to start reading, which I can do right on my computer, but you can also stream it to a phone. So let's say I want an image of this front cover. I'm going to take a screenshot. I know it won't be as rich in detail. It'll be a little pixelated if I zoom in a lot, but I'm going to press Shift and Command, hold those down, and when I press 4, notice it brings up these crosshairs, and then I hold the button down and move forward. Okay, it just put that onto my clipboard. Okay, now I'm going to advance. On order, there aren't any people there. Inside season 21. Okay. So as I look for the physical, emotional, social aspects of these characters, so I mean this is strange because these are images from the magazine, but then it's also images of the characters from Law and Order. And so notice I'm just going through, and maybe this is overkill to get this many. Okay, I'm going to go to where it was saving those images, and I'm going to put those on my desktop. So I have to find out where it saved the images. And let's say that I had just focused on one instead of doing two. But just to show you, once they're in a desktop, on the desktop, you might want to put them in a folder, something, to keep them organized. But you'll drag them from the folder or from your desktop. And there we go. Thought it wasn't working for a moment. And here I'm going to type content analysis of Schitt's Creek. I'm kind of on a wobbly stand, so this might be moving around. And so in this image, I might want to focus on multiple characters here, but possible aspects. Mr. Rose owns a hotel. He's suddenly poor, but he does own this town. It's a crazy story. But here are his friends. Roland is the mayor. So by watching a little bit of the show, I can figure out some of their occupations. I should know more. He works like at a gas station or repair shop, and I'm not sure what she does, but I can look at the social aspects. And then remember, for the emotional nature, I'm just choosing one or the other. So if I focus on Mr. Rose, he's a pretty warm character, powerful or weak. I don't know if that really works. He seems a little anxious to me and fairly stable, but he's also adapting to his new environment. So I'm just going to include maybe 3 words here, maybe 2 or 3 words here, and then 3 or 4 words here. It might be the same for the physical characteristics going down, social characteristics, but here we can get into the family dynamics. And when we're talking about reducing stereotypes or healthy images, we're looking at if characters are represented as multi-dimensional figures, showing their many sides. And so it's important to think about, what sides do these characters have. So Mr. Rose, he's a father to his children. It shows him as a husband, it shows him as a friend, as a boss, and so it's showing multiple roles. How we stereotype people is that we only know a little bit about them. Maybe only 1 or 2 roles are ever shown. And so we are able to see multiple characters' roles. Each of the children now has a job, and so they're starting to bring in more roles as well. So more of their social aspects are coming through. Some of these might be repeated, and so that's fine. The emotional nature might be different depending on the episode or what's going on. Overall then, just tracking a few words in each box, then it should help you see patterns. And like one of the easiest patterns that I'm seeing is that almost all the characters are white in this show. And so, that's a fairly easy aspect to look at, physical characteristic to examine, but also, some of their social aspects are fairly similar as well. So definite patterns here, and this will help you with the next segment, part 2 of this project. So make sure you keep these images. I'm going to put a folder, I'm going to put them in a folder. I've given you more details than you probably need, but that's how I'm working on this aspect, on this stage of the project. Take care, and let me know if you have any questions.